Crush Games just dropped something special. Absolum takes everything we love about classic arcade brawlers and tosses it into a roguelike blender. And somehow, the concoction works brilliantly. Set in the mystical realm of Talum, where magic has been outlawed by the tyrannical Sun King Azra, you play as one of 4 spell-casting rebels fighting to restore freedom. The premise smartly justifies the roguelike loop. Your magical patron resurrects you each time you fall, making every death feel like part of the narrative rather than a mechanical reset. The fighting in Absolum feels ridiculously satisfying. Every character shares basic defensive moves and a similar framework, yet each wizard brings their own distinct flavor to the battlefield. Galandra swings a massive sword with weight you can practically feel through the controller. Carl, that lovable dwarf, combines bare-knuckle brawling with a blunderbuss that sends enemies flying. Cider zips around with her grappling hook arm, yanking foes into devastating aerial combos. And Brome? He's a frog wizard who surfs on his magical staff. Need I say more? What elevates the combat beyond typical button-mashing territory is the stagger system. You're constantly juggling enemies, bouncing them off walls, chaining combos that would make fighting game veterans nod in approval. The game rewards technical play. Sure, you can mash your way through early areas, but later challenges demand actual skill. Building up that stagger meter on bosses becomes essential, transforming encounters into tactical dances of deflection and aggression. As you progress through runs, you collect arcana spells and ritual upgrades that fundamentally alter your approach. Maybe you'll grab fire deflections that ignite enemies on counter. Perhaps you'll summon skeletal minions while launching lightning bolts. The elemental stacking system lets you double down on specific damage types, creating builds that feel genuinely unique each run. One minor gripe: backtracking is frustratingly impossible in most areas. Miss a power-up or throwable weapon? Too bad, you're moving forward whether you like it or not. Unlike many roguelikes that randomize everything, Absolum maintains a consistent world structure while mixing up encounters and events within each node. This design choice pays off wonderfully. You'll learn the layout, discover secret paths, unlock new routes. But enemy configurations and special events keep things fresh. New enemy types appear as you progress. Side quests emerge offering different objectives, and branching pathways multiply your strategic options. The meta progression feels substantial without being overwhelming. Death brings you back to the sanctuary where you spend resources upgrading characters, unlocking new arcana, and buffing rituals. These improvements are shared across all characters, thankfully, so experimenting with different wizards doesn't set you back. Though I'll admit, having to unlock basic health upgrades feels a bit cheap. Shouldn't our heroes start with decent hit points? Absolum looks absolutely gorgeous. The Saturday morning cartoon aesthetic bursts with personality, from the detailed character animations to the vibrant, varied environments. Each region has its own atmospheric identity, and even minor areas within them showcase impressive visual diversity. The soundtrack deserves special recognition. Gareth Coker leads an all-star lineup including Yuka Kitamura and Mick Gordon. Gordon's metal theme for the Underking boss fight? Chef's kiss. Each composer's contribution fits perfectly while maintaining their signature style. Playing solo is enjoyable, but Absolum truly shines in co-op. Local or online doesn't matter. Having a partner transforms the experience. Combos become collaborative efforts, with one player launching enemies for the other to continue pummeling. The chaos doubles, but so does the strategic depth. Different character combinations create wildly varied playstyles. Carl and Cider together? Absolute mayhem. Steam Deck users rejoice. Performance is flawless at 60 frames per second, making this perfect for portable beat-em-up sessions. The story, while serviceable, won't stick with you long after playing. Characters deliver witty dialogue and the world-building intrigues, but much of the lore hides in easily missed conversations. Also, certain checkpoint bosses appear frequently enough to feel repetitive by your 10th encounter. The progression system, while mostly satisfying, occasionally frustrates. Why must I grind runs just to increase basic stats? The best roguelikes let player skill overcome any obstacle. Here, you literally need upgrades to stand a chance in later areas. Absolum succeeds where many genre hybrids fail. It respects both its beat-em-up heritage and roguelike aspirations without compromising either. The combat remains consistently engaging across dozens of runs, the progression motivates without overwhelming, and the presentation dazzles throughout. This isn't just another roguelike with combat tacked on, nor is it a beat-em-up stretched thin by repetition. Absolum carves out its own identity, a rogue-em-up that deserves recognition as one of 2025's standout indie titles. Whether you're a combo fiend, a roguelike addict, or just someone who appreciates tight gameplay wrapped in beautiful pixel art, Absolum delivers the goods.